saw Elvis in Calhoun. He was chewing on some fried chicken, 10 Twinkies and a Diet Coke, a pan pizza.
There's my Uncle Stanley. He's like, oh, Lord, Tucker. He said, give me a heart attack. He said, you walk like him, And I'm like, whatever, Well, he wanted to just go out to the local cafe, just get a cup of coffee. About 9 bars later and 2 o'clock in the morning, we went everywhere. Jeff City, Columbia, we was just out having a blast.
In the Elvis suit.
In the Elvis suit. I get home, I got church in the morning. Stanley's sleeping, so he wants to go out Saturday night, so we did it again. And then I get up Sunday morning, drive to Kirksville and do Elvis. So I actually had about 3 days of no sleep, wore out, so I would look and feel my best as Elvis, because I was tired. But I went up, and that's kind of what happened. And actually, all the places I went hired me. I've done numerous shows in like Fulton, Jeff City, Columbia, all over Missouri, Iowa, Illinois, Branson, Missouri. I did Elvis down there before. I can't. I did Elvis a lot, everywhere. Arkansas, did our Elvis Arkansas.
Let's back up a little bit, Dan. How'd your music career start in the beginning?
If you want to call it a career, but I mean, I'm the small guy. That's my dad.
No, at one time you guys traveled around in a bus.
Yeah,
I mean, it wasn't no big deal.
Well, we was working on it.
I remember being a young kid and y'all come to Southern Missouri at a fair back in the day. So
yep.
It wasn't like y'all was real little.
I think most people, we sang in church, my dad played music, and I learned from him, and I was kind of a late starter. I didn't really start playing until I was like 18, 19 years old. That's kind of young. That's kind of old to start. I could play guitar, and I always did play and sang, nursing homes, church, wherever, but never really played until we got kind of what you'd call organized. When we had the band, had Timber River Band, which we had that from 83 till 2003. So we had that about 20 years. 20 years seems to be my number, doesn't it? Seems to. Because it's 2023. But I was doing Elvis and the band. Get them ridiculously long. So if we have an ubu.
And then short.
Yeah. Okay. We won't have a, and then we have to give you the, I don't know what we're going to do. Be my last set.
I don't believe that. I do, but...
Yeah, the old truck now. Hope she jumps. Bo, you got a pair of jumper cables?
I can jump her.
The band went south, and I just started doing Elvis. And I actually didn't play guitar for 3 or 4 years after that. It took me 3 or 4 years to discover that the acoustic guitar worked well with Elvis. Maybe not quite that long, but it took a minute. Because I was just doing a little CD, doing a little show, I'm gone. But as soon as I got the guitar and that, then, because people like to see a real guitar being played.
Once you looked them two up, that's when you started selling the panties, right?
Selling what now?
Selling the panties.
No, that was years later. Actually, when CDs, he had to bring that up, didn't he? But we sell T-shirts, and you can't. Well, now
you've come a long ways with this Elvis. I mean, you just went from renting a suit to now you're selling. You had CDs.
Well, but
not in the Elvis part.
Yeah, the Elvis was Elvis. The CD, which of course I'm on Spotify and iHeart and Apple and iTunes, all that, which is that's kind of way down the line. That's
not bad for an old country boy living in a cabin.
No, I got lucky with KDJ. I say that all the time, even if I don't see him for 2 or 3 years. KDJ.
And that's who's doing our video today.
Yeah,
that's who's going to be doing the documentary today.
Help
our documentary that we're doing.
But we kind of be clear about that. I mean, the Elvis thing was just Elvis. I mean,
I forgot that you didn't do a CD of Elvis.
Oh, yeah, I did.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I'm not proud of that.
Oh, well, see there, I dug something up.
Yeah, you dug something up there. Well, those songs weren't a part of me when I made that CD, so it's more of like more karaoke versus actually being able to, sing the song like I can now, that I still can. But yeah, I made a CD and was selling it, and you could buy the real CD cheaper than you could buy mine. I felt bad about that, but they're a collector's item now, so hang on to them, or they make a good fishing lure, wouldn't they?
Wind chime.
Wind chime. Oh, that's piling on there, Bo, for wind chime.
Well, that's what they use them for nowadays. I see going down the road.
Wind chime, yeah.
Or they hang them from their mirror.
Well, I want to be real clear about this underwear business. That's why I have them, because you can't, I had cassettes, had CDs. That was all Timber River Band early on, from 93 to about 98. Then I made my last CD, I think, was made in 05. I think we had a little deal where we was working on that a few years ago on some video. Was trying to get the dates correct to match up with whatever the songs were, because people just don't buy a CD anymore. They just
Everything's streaming.
extremely well. Even you can pull me up. Dan G. Smith, TTYL. I've got that going. I really know I can't do both. As recently as what's today?